going to start our talk today, and we agreed and I indicated to you that Inspire Aspire wants to do something that has never been done, or that is rarely done in our society and in the world. That is probing this question: why were you created? Very many people, 90% of people are walking in these streets, are walking in this world, but they do not know why they were created. But if you probably would have known the reason why you wake up every morning, do whatever you are doing, you wouldn't find that life to be a struggle, because you know why you are struggling. Why is it important for us to labor and to struggle asking that question? Why should we waste so many hours, so many thoughts and energy probing that question? What is my purpose? Now, every person who has discovered his purpose will naturally apply the 7 principles of success. I indicated to you that in the world, we offer only 10% of people succeeding, 90% of people failing. And the reason why the 10% succeed is because they already know their purposes. Now, the reason why the 10% will succeed because of discovering their purposes is because they are going to apply the 7 principles of success naturally. When we say naturally, it means that it is like a reflex action. Now, when you discover your purpose, you're going to apply principle number 1. The first principle that you're going to apply is that you will have persistence. Persistence. What is persistence? Persistence refers to that scenario where you have a person who has difficulties, but those difficulties do not let him down in terms of going forward. A person who is in a situation that says stop, but instead of stopping, he moves on. The second principle that will naturally apply when you have discovered your purpose is that you'll have organized thinking. Organized thinking. Why? Because you know where you're going. You'll not just think just for the sake of thinking. You'll think with a certain intention, with a certain outcome in your mind. Therefore, you'll be organizing your thoughts, because there is where you want that thought to get to. As opposed to a person who does not know where he's going. He's going to have a multiple of thoughts. The third principle that you'll naturally apply when you've discovered your purpose is that you'll have self-discipline. Self-discipline. Self-discipline is tantamount to self-control. Because you know where you're going, okay, you cannot allow your body to control your destiny. The fourth principle that will naturally come to you when you have discovered your purpose is that you will have this tendency of budgeting time and money. How many hours do you have in a day? Anyone? How many hours in a day? 24 hours, Now, we are employed, or you work, or you go to school for how many hours? For 8 hours. The legal hours is 8 hours. Then after 8 hours, we go and sleep for how many hours? What does the guideline in terms of health say? 8 hours, right? So we have a balance of how many hours? Another 8 hours, right? Have you ever asked yourself where do we spend the 8 hours in our lives on a daily basis? The 8 hours, where do they go? That is the difference between a successful person and a failure. The fifth principle that will naturally come to you when you have discovered your purpose is that you'll have the right attitude in life. And the right attitude in life is not just an attitude. It is what we call positive mental attitude, period. What we call PMA. So when you have discovered your purpose, naturally, you'll always be a PMA guy. So somebody said that that we are the masters of our destinies, right? We normally draw our destinies. But he forgot to say one thing, that in as much as we are masters of our destinies, we are the captains of our attitudes. No one will tell you or will decide to you, by the way, John, today I want you to think negative. Today I want you to think positive. It is you to control your attitude, because you are the captains of your attitude. Enthusiasm in everything that you do. Enthusiasm is what we call passion. Okay? Passion. And how do you discover that somebody has a passion? When you see somebody doing something even for free, even for many hours and without getting tired, that person is passionate about that thing. The moment we discover our purpose, business will not be as usual in our lives. So that everything that we shall be doing shall be with a lot of enthusiasm, with a lot of energy. Eventually you're going to succeed. You cannot fail. You cannot fail, because even the world will make a way for you. A person who has not discovered his purpose will be pushed to go to work, will be pushed to do whatever he does every morning, and when he gets an obstacle, just a small obstacle, he is going to give up. But when you have discovered your purpose, you will have personal initiative. When you get a challenge, you get a personal initiative to do what? To get a solution. You do not wait for people to give you a solution, because you know where you're going. You're not depending on people to go where you're going. It is upon you. So that you now say, it is upon me to succeed. It is upon me to get a solution. It is upon me to eventually make it. The ultimate reason why we must toil, we must work hard, we must think hard, we must ask for God for guidance to tell us our purpose. The reason is we must leave a legacy.